Hey, what is up everybody and welcome to a new video. A lot of people ask us, hey, what does the ONSRA Wendal box look like? Because with the bikes it's a lot more complicated when it comes to the box, how to assemble it and so on. The skateboards, of course, they're always assembled. You don't really have to do anything at all anymore. And well, with the Wendal it's a bit different. That's why we're gonna film an unboxing today. I'm gonna show you what's in the box and so on. Let's get into this. The box also comes with an inside box, which is really important for us because sometimes we ship out the bikes quite far. So in the box you will be able to find the battery. Here's the accessory box. You want to start with the foam, usually the saddles somewhere on the side. Don't try to take out the tire first because it's attached to the frame. Lift the whole thing out, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Also, I mean, the bike is not too heavy, so you can definitely do that. Now I can recommend some kind of like a clipper like that to cut the zip ties. So the tire is actually on here, so you have to slide it off. You can't just rip it off and lift it up. It doesn't work. What you can do now is to just cut all the zip ties. That's how I do it. Now you can also start to take off the little tape right here. Well, of course, we do have a bike stand here. But since I want to show you guys how you will most likely do it at home, I recommend to first stand it up like that onto the suspension. Like this, you know, it won't go anywhere, it will hold for now. You have to unbox this little box right here. You can find the manual in there, pedals, you'll have replacement screws, all kinds of tools in here as well. This is for the lights, and here you simply have the charger. Take out all screws for the handlebar. Then grab the handlebar so the logo is facing this way. Also make sure the cables here, they're not like turned around or like spinning in a weird way. Also make sure the logo is the right way around. Now get in the screw just a little bit. First you want to get it into the middle, and then just start to get the screws a little bit tight, not too tight, because it's very important that you have about the same distance. So here from the top to the bottom, and then you can already tighten it up. First this one, then this one, this one, this one. Now we can also set up the seat. Just release it here. Make sure it's like not too tight tire size, because we want to turn the bike around after. When you adjust it now, tighten it up. You don't want it too tight, but still, like, it shouldn't be able to move anymore. Also make sure it's facing this direction, so it's not like this screw also shouldn't be too tight, by the way. Same for these, they're also a bit too tight in my opinion. Gonna turn the bike around, and again, of course, normally I do this, I never do it like that, but I just want to show you how you would maybe do it at home. Also make sure to, of course, do it on a carpet, or actually you could also do it on the box itself. Here you have this little metal thing, which you don't need. You can just do it by hand. Otherwise you'll have all the tools that you need for it. This one you won't use ever again. So basically this shouldn't bend while shipping. That's why this one's installed. In the box you can find the adjuster, tire or wheel adjuster. So now the brake pad blocker you have to take out. It's best with a screwdriver. Just make sure it's hitting the brake pads on both sides. The spring should be facing this way. It should not be extremely tight. So when you you can barely now. That's too tight. So it should be something like that. So just so you can still. But you shouldn't be able to adjust it by hand anymore, then it's not tight enough. So yeah, now it should also be facing this way, not like the other way or up or down, because it could release like that. It should be facing exactly this way. Now we can start off with the battery already. Just to make sure, you need to have this CNC part installed onto your battery. It should also have these little pads here for the battery to be safe inside the frame. So the battery should be facing this way. Make sure this cable is not inside or because you'll need it outside. Same with this one, shouldn't be inside. So you can just simply go in like that. Then hold this cable here. This one, hold it a little bit so it's not gonna be pressed inside. And this one, once you get closer, also push it up or this direction, just so can't get messed up basically. Here you can check already, does it go inside or not. Right now I need a bit more cable, so you can push the the battery outside a little bit. Also now when you have too much cable here, you can push it out a little bit and then hold the cable, push it in like that. So now this screw holds the battery. Be careful here, please don't destroy the screw, but you have some replacement screws in your screw bag, and you can already feel that the battery is getting tight. And you have 3 screws, not extremely tight, because you want to make sure you can take it off so the battery cannot go anywhere like this, by the way. And then you have one more screw, which is a bit hidden, I would say, because it's behind here. And I recommend here, this one, don't tied it up too much, because otherwise it will be really hard to take this one out. Now it's time to set up the pedals. It's actually easier with the tool that's inside the box. This is the left one, and when it means left, you have to tie it up to the left side. This one should be tight, but it cannot get loose basically, and that's the reason why you have to turn it this direction basically. I actually got these on Temu. They work quite well in my opinion. 35 to 65 psi here on the side. I will set it up to 50 psi. I think it depends a bit on how you ride, if you like it more comfortable or if you want more range. You can of course also do this with a traditional pump. It also works, but this is the easiest way, 50 psi like that. Once pumped up, it's best to get a bike stand. As you know, dirt bikes never come with a stand, but it just makes it easier to set up the rest of it. Just be careful with the LCD screen. You can also just lean it onto a wall. That definitely also works. Now you have to make sure everything is set up in the correct angle. So basically the handlebar according, or 90 degrees according to the tire. It's actually quite good out of the box right now. Face the tire towards the frame here, this direction. And then, yeah, it's a little bit, so I think you can do it also from here. I usually prepare it from the other side, depending on how tight it is. It's quite tight. Turn it a little bit this direction, it's easier from this side. It's a very little bit. Oh, yeah, that's not good at all. Oh, you can adjust it here, this little screw here on the side. You also have everything in the manual with photos and so on. So now you want to plug in all the cables. The accelerator should not be included in Europe. It's not allowed. Well, you can use it. You can use the Big Zone app to limit it to 20 km/h. You can also use it in Switzerland if you ride at 20 km/h. So the accelerator you can leave on here if you limit your bike to 20 km/h. That's possible. So yeah, here you have to put the same color together with the same color. If you like, you can also use a zip tie to put this cable here on here, so it would look a bit nicer. Last but not least, the lights. They're super easy to set up. It's with the rubber thing on the back seat. I'm not going to do that now. And also the light on here. It's not gonna have any cable basically, so you don't have to you know, plug it in anywhere. Definitely also check the chain, how tight it is. It's actually perfect right here. I will leave it just like that. If you have to adjust it, you have to loose this screw also on the other side. Here you have a tensioner, which you should also check even if you don't do anything right now. Now, one more thing that I forgot when the bike was turned around, you have to plug in the motor cable right here. So you have these arrows on the side. Here it's green, on the other one it's white. And you just simply plug it in. And you need to use the zip ties that you have to mount the cables onto the bike basically. Well, that is pretty much it. I'm done. It's just the lights, which I'm not going to do right now. It's just the O-ring around the back seat, which is super easy to install. Also here, no cable needed. We wanted less cables. Yeah, that is it. I'm done. If you have any questions about how to set it up, let us know in the comments. And yeah, we'll see each other soon. Bye bye.